Good afternoon and welcome to SNU Chronicles. You are watching Unscripted. Yes, I am your host, the host of this program, Shoikat Mujumdar, Assistant Professor, Journalism and Mass Communication Department, Sister Nivedita University, has come back with yet another episode of Unscripted, the Edu-Talk Series organized by Sister Nivedita University. And today our subject is English. And to discuss about the different aspects of the subject, we have two panelists with us. To my left, Professor Monikinkini Basu, HOD English, and Professor Swarnendu Dam. Swarnendu is our English department faculty member. Swarnendu and Monikinkini both are welcome to our program.
Thank you, sir.
And first I would like to ask our HOD Monikinkini. Monikinkini, ma'am, what is the nowadays English literature, which is a very popular subject always. It was always a popular subject. Now, first, before I ask you about the different aspects of the subject, the course, the curriculum, I would like to ask the first question, that how much interest you are now finding among the students about the subject?
Like I always say that even if a new institution is coming up with only 2 rooms, one of the rooms are dedicated to the Department of English. Now, why I say this is perhaps because of the unending interest of students in this particular subject. Now, as a literature department, what we are catering to perhaps is a very tailor-made syllabus which students are taking very seriously. And one of the key reasons for English being so popular among the students perhaps is that it still has given students and will continue to give students scope to further enhance their abilities in allied subjects. Like, for example, you can shift in your masters from English department to a mass communication department, like you know. So that also is something that you can invest upon, that you know you are giving yourself a few more years to understand, to manifest your interests. So perhaps that is one of the reasons why English departments across the world have always been very, very important and relevant.
And along with that, I know that many students are interested in coming to this department. I would like to ask Swarnendu that the courses which are offered in Sister Nivedita University, if you can elaborate about those courses for the students.
Yes, for the time being, we offer 3 courses. One is undergraduate, that is the BA course. One is the masters, a 2-year masters course, and then there is PhD program as well.
Yes.
So for the time being, we are offering these 3 courses to the students.
And if you can briefly outline the curriculum also.
Yes, so for the BA students, we are currently following the NEP syllabus,
right.
That is NEP 2020. And for masters, we are following the old syllabus, and after that we will be following the NEP soon. And PhD, we are offering different subjects as per the guide and faculty. I think HOD ma'am will include some other points in this.
You have mentioned about NEP. So, Monikinkini ma'am, I would like to ask you a question. I suppose many students have this query that after the NEP has been introduced, the subject framing has changed a little bit. It has been distributed in different manners. So, what about the subject English, if you can elaborate on that?
For the National Education Policy 2020 that we are now following, we have options of exiting a course at multiple levels. I think that is one of the most important things for a student, because a student sees a graduation nowadays not only as a program that they are following, but they also see this as a makeshift space or arrangement to which they can return. Now, what happened previously was that students were very skeptical about returning back to their graduations. Let's say due to some issues, some family problems, personal issues, they had to quit their graduation. Now, returning back to the graduate studies was a little difficult for them because there was no scope of using their previous credits. Now, with the NEP in place, we have the provision of using those credits to the advantage of the student. As a result, what happens is the student basically can continue from where they left off. They do not have to start from the scratch. And I think that is something that students are more or less acquainted with now. And perhaps as the time will come, and as and when the requirements will be there, they will be much more into this system of education. Like for example, for the first 3 years, they are doing a BA course, like Professor Dam said. And then they are entering into the space of honors with research, honors without research.
Right.
So for the 4th year, they will have an option whether they want to go for an honors course or they want to quit there, stop their academic bank of credit and freeze it, do some work, do some internships, come back later and maybe complete their honors. And at that point of time, they will also be judging themselves as eligible for a research, or they would not be doing a research as per their requirement.
Absolutely. What Monikinkini ma'am has said, Swarnendu sir, I would like to ask you that the thing she has explained so beautifully, that how this can be an advantage for a student in a UG level especially.
I think for UG level, I think that what we offer as our department or as a course, that it is not only about English, so to say, English literature, so to say, because apart from English, we offer a lot of other courses,
yes,
like communicative English, computer application, soft skill development. So the syllabus that we cater to the graduate students, it focuses on the overall development of the student, not only in terms of literature but also in other fields like soft skill development and communicative English and basic computer application, all that thing. So what happens after like a student completes the 3rd year, he or she can choose whether he wants to continue with the research or he wants to shift the stream.
Right.
Probably he or she can go for an MBA, probably he or she can go for journalism or mass comm,
yes,
like or can go for internships and jobs. So the opportunities are multifaceted. It's a very dynamic scheme that we as department can offer to the students.
Absolutely. And Monikinkini ma'am, the next question I would like to ask you is a very basic question. I suppose many of the students are very much keen to know about this, that what are the eligibility criteria to take admission in the courses, and a little bit of frame of the course.
Okay, so eligibility criteria is step 1 is eligibility for application. To apply for a course in SNU, you need to have a 55% marks like most other universities for the general category, and then you will have to appear for an SNU entrance examination, SNU ET. So SNU ET you will qualify in all probability because it is set for the particular kind of application. Like for example, it is custom made for batches and custom made for years, like BA it is custom made, MA it is custom made, so like that. And then once you are done with that, the admission counselor is going to arrange for an interview with the team of faculty members assigned to this job, and they will conduct an interview, a session with you. So once you are in the process, you will also, as a candidate, you will understand whether your aptitude towards English is actually eligible, making you eligible for the course or not.
Yeah. So for a student who is taking admission in UG courses, can you please give an outline of the syllabus, what they will learn here?
Like Professor Dam said, we are offering them with a communicative English, we are offering them with soft skill development, we have the NSS NCC in under the the AECC schemes, and then we have the MDC, which is the generic elective. Yes. So we are offering them quite a number of courses. Other than that, we have computer applications, we have each one teach one projects, we have mentored seminar, and we are also looking towards, for MA students for example, we also have research oriented subjects like research methodology. For the BA students, we have subjects like theatre studies. So what we are looking at is an all-round development, a holistic development, and therefore the subjects cater to that kind of development. And of course it is student friendly. We give them counseling as to why and how a particular course is going to, like for example, other departments offered them generic elective and MDC. So let's say for example, for a student of literature, the options are open for all the department, but we try to, if they come to us for counseling, we try to talk to them that this is the subject that is allied. So maybe they can go to a psychological offer that is there. Psychology department is offering a course on maybe a child psychology or something, which maybe caters to a few of the students. So we offer them a guidance as per, so that they can choose the subjects wisely.
And already ma'am has mentioned about the holistic development, and which is a target for almost all the departments of SNU. How the English department is developing and training the students beyond the classroom?
I think it's a very important question, and it is one of the things that we as a department we focus a lot.
Yes.
I think one of the most important aspect for us is the mentor-mentee relationship, the
Right.
teacher-student relationship, not only in the classroom but also outside the classroom.
Yes.
So for that we arrange a lot of cultural programs, and in that programs it is not only our students who participate, we the faculties, we also participate in the programs, in the cultural events along with the students. So it develops a very pure, a very healthy bond.
Absolutely.
It's not only that they learn from us, we also learn a lot of things from them.
Yes.
And I think one of the great USPs of our department is that ours is a very young department. Young in the sense the faculties, they are very young. The average is probably 35 or something like that. So there is a term in Gen Z, the word vibe. So I think we the faculty members, we vibe, we gel quite well with them. And it is important in one aspect because English literature is a very subjective thing. So until and unless we match the chords correctly, it is difficult for the students to understand and to explore themselves properly and to explain themselves in terms of their subjective ways. So I think in that way, I think our department, particularly DESNU, I think plays a very important role in their overall development.
Absolutely. So it's a young and vibrant department. So the students who are interested to take admission in Sister Nivedita University, especially in the English department, you can always go for it, and you will be the part of this young and vibrant department. And our HOD Monikinkini ma'am is here. So there are many questions you have in your mind before you take admission, and all the questions I am on behalf of you trying to ask her to give you the clear idea about the department and the subject. Madam, another thing I would like to ask you that regarding the PhD program, Swarnendu sir has mentioned PhD program and Masters program. So Masters and PhD, if you can give a little bit details about these two courses.
Masters currently is of 2 years. Now the first NEP batch which will go to their masters level in the next year,
Yes.
they will have a 1-year masters. Now for both the final years of UG and PG, what we offer is placement.
Right.
So one of the few universities of Eastern India that offers placement is ours, Sister Nivedita University, and we have had complete support of the management and of the authorities to enable us to provide better and upgraded placement offers to our students. So not only is it about only content writing or content creation, but we have also successfully placed our students in different companies, 13 to 14 companies. We were discussing today in the morning that see how nicely people are, not only internships, but they have actually now been absorbed as full-time people, employees. Now also in case of the PhD entrance exam, the PhD entrance exam has a written examination for those who do not have NET, and for those who have NET, there is a interview session. Once you have qualified, you will be doing a 1-year coursework. Now the benefit of a 1-year coursework is that it qualifies to be a coursework which is sufficient for you for, let's say you are transferred from Kolkata. For any reason you have not been able to complete your PhD in Kolkata, you have to move to some other state. Now, if you have done a 1-year coursework, what happens is you do not have to go and repeat the coursework in that institution in which you are now taking admission for your PhD. Therefore, this 1-year coursework, which is tailor-made for students who are interested in research, the first year of the coursework talks about languages as in computer languages, what are the usages of Word, Linux and systematics. Then it talks about research methodology. Our senior faculty members from across the departments teach these classes. Then we come to the second semester of the coursework, which is the second part of the first year. There we look into the departmental projects.
Right.
We have a syllabus that caters mostly to most of the theoretical aspects that are there in English literature. So the philosophy behind your work will be very clearly placid in front of you. You can be sure that this is where I want to take my work.
Right.
So therefore the coursework is very, very well crafted, I think, and it leads to two set of examinations and some internal examinations along with a presentation at the end of 2 years, which makes the student more confident about what they are going to do with their work.
Yes. In fact, you have already mentioned about the placements. So I suppose many of the students have the query about the placements, and along with the academic activities and the placements you have already mentioned about, if you can please give the students details about the opportunities they can go into, the avenues they can go into after completing the degrees from here.
After you have completed a BA and or an MA, whichever is relevant, you may go into content writing, you may go into HR, you can go into digital content development, you can go into teaching, you can go into being a professor, you can go for research, you can go and become a research assistant, you can become a editor, sub-editor. You can also become somebody who works with graphics. So there are quite a lot of opportunities. What other opportunities and exposures our students get, perhaps is one that I would like to put some light on, is the number of seminars
Yes.
and workshops that we conduct. Now these seminars are multifaceted. We conduct seminars for research scholars, for faculty members, for students at different levels and at different point in time. Now the upcoming seminar that we have is of UG PG seminar that we are going to do in August. So what happens with these exposures is that students get multiple kinds of exposure. They learn how to become a volunteer.
Yeah.
They learn how to become a paper presenter. They know how to frame an argument. So it's very easy for them to look at a seminar not only as a place where they can have good food, they can of course have that,
Yes.
but they can also look at the the paraphernalias attached. They sometimes become the organizing secretaries, so they know how to organize a seminar.
Right.
So these things later make a very proficient person in them, and what they can do as an individual when they are employed. So we are not only looking at just making a student read a few passages and analyze and write locate and annotate, but we are also looking at how students can be developed all around. Like Professor Dam said, that
Yes.
we are looking at the cultural side. We are very inclined, we have clubs. We have the MyCup Club, of course you are a member, and we have a very newly launched film club, and we also have a photography club. So these are some things that SNU provides its students irrespective of the departments, and it enhances the intra-departmental bonding as well. Now what happens is that some of my students now are there in working for different departments. Like there is a fair or something, and some of my students are actually working as interns for British Council. So these things are something that makes the student get more and more opportunity. So the wider, the better.
Yes, the opportunities already ma'am has mentioned, Swarnendu sir. So, and you were also talking about the beyond the classroom activities. So, it is understood, I suppose, the students who, the aspiring students and the guardians who are watching this program, they have also got an idea about the different aspects of the department. So, I would just like to ask you that the students you find in your department, how much they are, how do you feel, how much they are getting benefited from this beyond the classroom activities?
I think as ma'am has already said, and we were discussing this in this morning itself, that in 2021-23 masters batch, I think the placement that students have got directly from university, it's like I think more than 75%, which is a huge number as far as placements are concerned in like in universities.
Absolutely.
But apart from that, when it comes to like this year we have seen that a lot of toppers from our department, from UG6, the students who have completed their graduation, most of the toppers have chosen SNU to continue their masters as well. So that's a big statement, and that's a big achievement for us as a department, because the marks that they have got, the kind of the quality that they have, they can choose other universities and other colleges as well. If they sit for exams like the elimination exams, they can easily crack that. But as they have put their faith in the department and they have chosen SNU to continue their masters with, so I think that's a big statement and big achievement for us. So I think it is one of the trust that they have shown in us, and it is because I think we have taught them well, or they have found the environment very conducive and very proper. So that is why they have chosen us, I think.
So we have come towards the end of the program. Before I finish, one last question to Monikinkini ma'am, that the aspiring students, what is your message for them?
To the aspiring students, I think there will be one message to you, and that is, if you want all-round development of your character, and if you want to see yourself somewhere very different from where you are right now, SNU is the place for you. So choosing a department is very difficult. Sometimes we have to do the strong decision of taking up issues that we are not very comfortable with. You might feel that 4 years of graduation, maybe I'll do some technical course or something, but you know, graduation has its own light. That light cannot be dimmed by anything. So like I said, the wider the better. So SNU, Department of English, Sister Nivedita University is here, wide-armed, open for you to come. Welcome to SNU.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Monikinkini Basu, HOD English Department, and Professor Swarnendu Dam, Faculty English Department, for being with us as the panelist in the discussion. So, I suppose the students who have any the wish and any aspiration to be a part of SNU, a part of Sister Nivedita University, you are welcome, as ma'am has already said. And we will be coming back with this kind of Edu-Talk program in future also. We will be coming back with Unscripted. Keep watching Unscripted, keep watching SNU Chronicles. Thank you so much.